Good morning, students. In this topic, we are going to discuss about concrete manufacturing process and what are the steps involved in it. The course outcome of this particular specific topic is exploring the chemistry behind the technology of building materials, and the learning outcome is at the end of this session, students will be able to understand the manufacturing process of concrete and the steps involved in it and the chemistry behind some of the major steps. Let us have a discussion regarding what are the various stages of manufacturing of concrete. Number one is batching, mixing, transporting, placing, compacting, curing, and finishing. In general, a good quality concrete is essential of homogeneous mixture of cement, coarse and fine aggregates, and water, which consolidate into a hard mass due to chemical reaction between the cement and the water that we are going to discuss in the next session regarding the hardening and setting mechanisms. Each of the four constituents has a specific function. The coarser aggregates act as a filler. The fine aggregates fill up the voids between the paste and the coarse aggregates. The cement is a conjunction with the water act as a binder. The mobility of the mixture is aided by the cement paste, fines, and nowadays increasingly by the use of admixture, that is normally gypsum materials. Most of the hardened concrete depends on the care exercised at every stage of the manufacture of concrete. A rational proportionating of ingredients of concrete is the essence of the mixed design. However, it may not guarantee of having achieved the objective of the quality concrete work. The aim of the quality control is to ensure the production of concrete of uniform strength from batch to batch. So each and every stage of manufacturing concrete is very, very important. Let us have a discussion regarding the batching process. The batching process is segregated into two types. Number one, volume batching and weight batching. First of all, what is the concept of batching? Batching is the process of measuring concrete mix ingredients by either mass or volume and introducing them into the mixture. To produce concrete of uniform quality, the ingredients must be measured accurately for each and every batch before subjecting into the system. Now, what is the meaning of volume batching? This method is generally adapted for small batches. Gauge boxes are used for measuring fine and coarse aggregates. The volume of gauge box is equal to the volume of one bag of cement. So the measurement is very, very important in the batching process. Gauge box are also called as frames. They can be made of timbers or steel. They are made generally deep and narrow. Bottomless gauge box are generally avoided. While filling the gauge box, the material should be filled loosely. No compaction is allowed. Weight batching. Batching by weight is more preferable to volume batching as it is more accurate and leads to more uniform proportioning. It does not have any uncertainties associated with bulking. Its equipment falls into three general categories, that is manual, semi-automatic, fully automatic. In case of manual batching, all weights and batching of concrete are done manually. It is used for small batches. Whereas in fully automatic system, everything is computerized, so measurements, everything is fixed. Just by simply loading the materials, it can automatically weigh the materials and put it in the next process. Semi-automatic. In the case of semi-automatic, batching the aggregate bin gates are opened manually. Operate switches and gates are closed automatically when the material is delivered. So this is the picture recording the fully automatic process and all. Whereas in the case of fully automatic, over the conveyor belt, the weigh batches discharging are provided below the bins. Next stage is mixing. The mixing should be ensured that the mass becomes homogeneous or not. Because in the manufacturing of concrete, the homogeneity plays a vital role in deciding the strength of concrete. And moreover, it's uniform in color and consistency. Methods of mixing is made by hands, stationary mixer, ready mix concrete. What is hand mixing? Mixing ingredients of concrete by hands using ordinary tools like hand shovels like this. This type of mixing is done for less output of concrete. Stationary mixture. Concrete is sometimes mixed at job site in a stationary mixer having a size of 9 cubic meter. These mixtures may be tilting type or non-tilting. This is tilting type and this image is non-tilting type. And it consists of a conical drum which rotates in an inclinable axis. It has only one opening. The drum charged directly and discharged by tilting and reversing the drum. Whereas in non-tilting type, the mixing drum is cylindrical in shape and revolves two horizontal axes. It has an opening on both sides. The ingredients are charged in from one opening. For discharging concrete, shut is introducing by other opening by operating a lever. Ready mixture concrete. Again, it is also further segregated into two types: central mixed concrete, truck mixed concrete. In central mixed concrete, mix completely in a stationary mixture and deliver in agitated trucks or in non-agitating trucks. And this is the unit of central mixed concrete. Once everything is over, it is distributed throughout the trucks. Truck mixed concrete is used for intermittent production of concrete at job site or small quantities. The major advantages of truck mixed concrete is combined material transport, batching and mixing system. It's a one-man operation. Agitated trucks advantages is operator usually from central mixing plant. Watch for timing of deliverables should suit job organization. Concrete crew and equipment must be ready on site to handle concrete, and is used for transporting concrete for all users. All distance must allow discharge of concrete within 1.5 hours. And here we highlighted some of the parts of the truck agitated truck concretes. Non-agitating. Used for transport concrete on shorter hauls over smooth roadways. The advantage is cost of non-agitating equipment is lower than that of truck agitator or mixture. And watch for slump should be limited. Possibility of segregation, height open discharge is needed. And advantage of truck mixed concrete is combined materials transport, batching and mixing system. It's again a one operation system. Transporting. Mortar pan concrete is carried in small quantities, and this should be the size of mortar pan. Wheelbarrows and buggies. Short flat hulls like this on all types of on-site construction. And the third one is belt conveyors, conveying concrete horizontally higher or lower levels like this as shown in the image. And cranes and buckets, by operating cranes like this and using the buckets like this within the crane. And the number 5 is through pumps. So this will pump the concrete to the desired site. And transmit mixture, used for transporting the concrete over long distance, particularly in RMC plant. Placing. Concrete to place in a good manner. It places without segregation to reach maximum efficiency. The placing plays a vital role, because when there is a segregation of concrete, so the placing won't be that much efficient. The concrete not to pour over a height of 1.5 meter. As the height of pouring concrete increases, it leads to separation of aggregates. So pouring the concrete at a desired rate is very, very important. It causes segregation of concrete and causes a honeycomb structure. Many concrete placing equipment used in modern construction times, some of the equipments are concrete pumps, something like this. So it will push up the concrete through the pipes and it will drop to the desired position. And the height should be maintained for 1.5 meters to avoid the honeycomb-like structures. Concrete pumps are normal pumps with joints to connect and remove according to the needs. Compaction of concrete. Compaction is the process which expels entrapped air from freshly prepared concrete. Once we prepare the concrete, there is an entrapment of gaseous molecule inside the semi-state of the concrete mixture. To avoid that one, we need to do the compaction process. Elimination of entrapped air voids increase the strength of concrete. The strength is increased about 5% for every 1% entrapped air removing during compaction. Normally, this compaction can be made into two types: hand compaction and mechanical compaction. Here is a small image displaying the purpose of compaction and its process. And this is a freshly prepared concrete before compaction. And this is a type of agitator we are inserting into the concrete. And we are giving the vibration so that the entrapped gas molecules get expelled from the system and the concrete is get compacted. Hand compaction method. The concrete is stamped by a rod tool repeatedly to consolidate it. Furthermore, tools such as spade is used to provide good surface appearance, and heating framework sites make way to prepare entrapped air out of concrete. Compaction of concrete. Mechanical compaction, shock or drop table, centrifugation. Various method of concrete compaction is internal vibrator, foam vibrator, vibrating tables, surface vibrator. And this is a picture of internal vibrator, and this is a type of foam vibrator, and this is a vibrating table through which we can remove the entrapped gaseous molecule, and this is surface vibrators. Results of improper vibration of concrete. What are the major drawbacks of improper vibration of concretes? Number one is honeycomb structure, stand streaks, cold joints, excessive amount of entrapped air voids that most of the times like bug holes, subsidence cracking, placement tiles. So these are the image of improper vibration. Curing of concrete. What is the concept of curing? Curing of concrete is a method by which concrete is protected against loss of moisture required for hydration and keep within the recommended temperature range. Curing will increase the strength and decrease the permeability of hardened concrete. Here we listed out some of the examples of curing process. Number one is water curing, just like spraying water on the concrete surface. Steam curing, like this. Curing by infrared radiation, electrical curing, and chemical curing. Trowel finish. Next concept is finishing. This is the final stages of the concrete manufacturing process. The finishing is very, very important. Number one is trowel finish. Trowel finish is the most common and popular finish of concrete used for major types of applications. After the concrete is laid into the framework and level, the trowel is used to smooth and fine level the surface of concrete. Trowels are available in both manual and mechanical types. A manual trowel consists of a flat steel blade with an attached handle that is pushed and pulled across the concrete surface. Mechanized trowel is used for large commercial projects which resembles large fans blades. This is a type of mechanic service with a small blade on the surface. It will uniform the surface on the concrete. Broom finish. Broom finish of concrete is rough texture finish. I think you can able to have the image. So this is a type of broom finish, dragging on the surface of the concrete. Stamp concrete finish. So this is nothing but fixing the specific materials of tiles or ceramic materials on the surface of the concrete. And stamp concrete finish is very intelligent and innovation in concrete, widely applied for floor in patios, carports, driveways, and sidewalks. So the stamp finish it's utilized in this type of areas. Types of concrete finish. The salt finish concrete surface is obtained by inserting coarse rock salt crystals using rollers on the freshly placed concrete surface and washing it off with the streams of water after the concrete is set. This finish gives a decorative rough surface texture and skid resistance. The major advantage of this one is skid resistance to plain or colored concrete is mainly used for swimming pools or other wet areas. And exposed aggregate finish. When you closely look at the image, you can feel some rough surface. That is due to the placing the aggregates on the surface of the concrete material. That will act as an anti-skid resistance. Swill finish. Swill finish is one of the most exceptional types of concrete finish that is generated by smearing the concrete surface in uniformly overlapping circular patterns like this. You can get a swill type of finish. And polish finish. The polish finish on a concrete surface is achieved for a mechanical process of grinding and polishing with the help of penetrant chemical to provide different texture with the help of specialized tools and equipments. Colored finish. The colored finish of concrete is accomplished through mix added pigments of desired colors or post-cue staining to provide a pleasing look to match the surrounding environment. So this particular finish is only for the decorating purpose. And apart from this, the remaining finishes and other finishes available in the markets are color chips finish, dyed finish, engraved finish, etch finish, flashed finish, marbleized finish, micro topping or overlay finish, sandblasted finish. And these are the processes involved in the synthesis of concrete manufacturing process. And that's all about the concrete manufacturing process. Thank you.